Hello, Clyde. Blue Snake back playing Elder Scrolls Online, or you can say or Kenneth Clyde. You can say, but anyway, back to the character who I actually playing through, my Argonian character. Yeah, I've been doing other stuff between the times. So yeah, I still have good info of Ebonheart chosen motifs. I got the dagger and I got the helmet now, but I still need the gloves and try to get it out. I still need the gloves and daggers for the Ebonheart chosen from the Deadlands. Yeah, that's like, because whenever I get to the Deadlands, I still want to, look good, but I have all the stuff I want to have it. So yeah, now I got the helmet, so when I get to the Deadlands DLC, the Daedric right here is going to be changing to that, but right now the Daedric going to stay like this for a while. But anyway, yeah, that's how I look like this for most of the time, but now for more in the code province of Skyrim, now I'm going to look to be more in touch with it, to look more with it. Dragon right here, this is actually more scale color, but yeah, that's the DLC actually takes place afterward, later on, so yeah, right now this. However, when I get to Western Skyrim, I'm gonna change this Nordic armor to Stalham armor. That way I have, we gotten already. Anyway, enough rambling about that. To the main point. Well, not to the main quest line yet. Yeah, I'm gonna still keep my I'm getting tired of saying that name. The mud crab. I'm not talking about the mud crab of Eternal Doom. No, I'm talking about the Nibene mud crab that you get from the Imperial upgrade and whatnot. But anyway, I'm keeping that. But for mounts, yeah, if you saw the screen a while ago, I did have a Iron Ultranotch Wolf, but I'm not gonna be using that through this going through this Eastmarch, because actually the ground crate of that raid didn't came out all around that time. Because right now I'm trying to stick to how everything is, because I don't know, I just want to. Anyway, yeah, I've been using the Golden Eye Gar that came out when Terminator 1 came out to be whatever. For me, but however, I'm not gonna use this for is that for Gar, instead gonna use the default horse, the Zoro horse. The one you get around level 10. Anyway, yeah. The only of my companions that is my Clanfear. Though the Clanfear, your social Clanfear came from Whim of Code Harbor, so yeah. Anyway, enough about that. Anyway, hi Dad. Yes, I made a lousy pun about my Clanfear. Anyway, enough about my Lambo blah blah blah. On to doing the Eastmarch zone story now.
Ah, Skyrim. It's been some time since I've seen its people. And its snow.
Yep. What will you do now?
I will enter the city and find a safe place to store the egg. Then I will enjoy the celebration. The Nords know how to keep the cold at bay. It's my favorite thing about them.
Hello. Can I speak to you for a moment? Welcome to Windhelm. You're just in time for the celebration. If you don't mind me saying so, you look pretty capable and good in a fight. Just the sort of individual that Thane Mera is looking for.
This Thane Mera.
Thane Mera Stormcloak. She keeps the city running and oversees the Windhelm Guard. That makes her extremely busy, especially now. What with the Conan Liker and the Ebonheart Pact delegates and all.
Stormcloak. People play Skyrim know where that name came from. Who she's the ancestor of.
Of course. In addition to attending the Conan Liker, the Pact leaders have important business to attend to. Important business. Now hurry along. You can find Thane Mera at the center of town, right in front of the Palace of Ysgramor.
I go and speak to Thane Mera.
I'm sure Thane Mera will appreciate your assistance and your discretion.
Who are you exactly?
Oh, many apologies. I'm the Ebonheart Pact envoy in Windhelm. I've lived here for some time now. I can honestly say that I know all of the city's movers and shakers. If you need anything, anything at all, I'm the one to ask.
You mentioned it, please.
Yes. The Conan Liker. The Nords are very proud of their celebrations, and this is a big one. They want to prove that even though the Akaviri damaged the city, Windhelm is still a beautiful and vibrant place.
Okay. You can leave the rest of the dialogue, or you can go for the quest, go choose those other topics, or you can just go to the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages to see it yourself. Right now, I just want to go to what I need to do. Speak to Thane Mera Stormcloak.
You look strong and capable, good in a fight, and brave enough to travel the world in search of adventure. If my assessment is even close to correct, I could use your help.
What do you mean? What do you do in Windhelm?
I am the Thane of Windhelm. My father was captain of the guard. I followed in his footsteps and climbed a bit higher. We Stormcloaks helped build Windhelm centuries ago. We're an old family, and we're proud of our heritage.
Yeah, this make like in the past and with the Civil War in Skyrim, I did help with. Instead, I helped with Imperials instead of Stormcloaks, and going through that was like back in 2011 and all like that. But then when I started playing Elder Scrolls Online back on 2015, and when like with her and she been for Stormcloaks been building help build Windhelm for centuries. I'm like, So wouldn't it be like dang, I can't think of his name right now. The Stormcloak from Skyrim. I can't think of his name right now because his name's slipping my mind right now. But you know what I'm getting at. It's like if I become he's like following his family footsteps or whatever. So if you really think the right way to do it is to help with the Imperials because, but yeah, whatever. The main point for everything boiled down to the person who really is the bad guys on Skyrim is the farmer, not the farmer during this era. The fourth era, those farmer that group of Altmer are the assholes during Skyrim. But enough about that. That's about the future during the fourth era. This now back to the second era, Elder Scrolls Online. Anyway, continue what I was saying. But what does that thing do?
What do I do? What don't I do? Rules and regulations. Meetings with King Yoren and other things. Now I'm hosting pack delegates. A lot of political nonsense. Mostly, I delegate so that I can guard the city. People feel safer with the Thane around.
there are yeah, there are Ebonheart Pact delegates in Windhelm.
Yes, they've come for the celebration, but also to meet with King Yoren about pact business. I try not to get too involved. In fact, I'm not sure how Yoren stands all the pomp and ceremony. It would drive me insane.
What do you need?
The Konenleica, the great games to honor the reign of King Yoren, fills the city with mirth and good cheer. When a new king survives to his 10th year
Ulfric
on the
Stormcloak. I just
throne,
remember his name,
we
Ulfric
celebrate.
Stormcloak. Yeah.
But not everyone who has come to Windhelm is in a festive mood.
Anyway, yeah, I just remember his name, Ulfric Stormcloak. But anyway, what's wrong?
The Stormfist clan hasn't been seen in a decade, but they return for these games. Since then, there have been numerous injuries and a few deaths, and I fear worse things are to come. The clan stays at the Cold Moon Inn. See what you can learn.
Yes, Ulfric Stormcloak. That's just why I remember his name. Yeah. I know about that. Shadows over Windhelm. Have my claim fear.
What do you want?
And there's my claim fear. Wanting so quick, try to get to me.
Heard you fought a fierce battle in Direfrost Keep, New Blood. Our brethren said they heard fierce storms raging before you emerged. Must have been an epic battle.
Mm-hmm.
I won another stupid contest today.
That's the plan. What do you want? A medal?
Yeah. It is prologue for DLC, so I'm not doing them yet. So yeah.
I like medals.
Anyway, America. Yeah. Could we give him for somebody of a false king? Yeah. Just by that, you know, way against. I should have read more about that. But you get along the west of the way. And pardon me. Yeah. And they find 4 hidden catches. Yeah.
How about a coin or two?
One downhill.
Just move along.
Alright, now my brain's trying to remember how to get, is that below or above? Yeah, but there's one way to find out. Below, yeah, that's good.
Mother, but I'm bored. There hasn't been any.
Okay, now it's saying above, so now I need to get a deal if I have to. Oh, never mind. It's about. I'm still thinking about this white hill. Blah. I don't know why. Yeah, whatever. Like I know there would be like a waste after a while. Later on, that's what I'm thinking of, the waste. Oh, I've been through so many quests on my before we created my character. So yeah, so many quests. So yeah, push into the case before you're okay. Actually, I could, instead of looking like this, I could go and I could go in like this. Yeah, Dragonborn. But no. Unless I'm looking like this.
They're all the same. Give another helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
Anyway,
You've been gone for a while. Tell me you found something useful.
I found these notes and weapon caches hidden around the city.
Cheating at the Conanliker and the Stormfist clan. They haven't caused this much trouble since... Oh no. This is worse than I feared. We need to determine what's really going on here. While you were completing your mission, another competitor was injured. One of my best. The champion of Windhelm. This just got personal. I have another task for you if you're willing.
What do you need me to do?
I want you to enter the next event, the foot race of the 9 holds. I name you Windhelm's new champion. That should confuse our enemies. If you're willing, go talk to the race organizer Lenning. He's along the western wall.
I speak to Lenny at the western wall.
Hurry! Speak to Lenning the Hawk and enter the race.
Okay.
Come on, you can do it! Just one more fight!
Okay.
If you're not participating in the race of the 9 holds, please stand back.
I'm a new champion of Windhelm.
I see. Thane Mara is playing her political games again. No matter. As the last racer to arrive, you get to light the starting flare. Get ready. The race begins as soon as you ignite the flare.
What are the rules of the race?
Rules? Haven't you ever ran a race before? You have to run along the outer walls of the city and must pass through each of the 9 towers along the walls. 1 for each hold in Skyrim. The first racer to pass through the 9th tower wins the event.
Okay.
You know, never mind.
That guy went.
Thanks. Treachery. An orcish arrow. Poisoned. I drank a potion, but it didn't help. I'm finished.
I can help you.
It's too late for me. You need to listen. I saw where the assassin fled. To the south, away from the city. They must be hiding nearby. Avenge me, champion. Avenge!
Some drink to forget. I drink.
What happened to you? You were doing so well. Why'd you stop running?
One of the wizards was murdered.
Another murder? In broad daylight? Thane Mara just left and she wants to speak to you. And she needs to hear about this anyway. Hurry and meet her in front of the palace.
I'm free, thanks to you.
What a race! I saw some of it, and I was informed of the outcome. I have eyes throughout the city, of course.
Edwin was attacked during the race. I had a chance to speak with him before he died.
Another blasted attack. You showed compassion, abandoning the race to aid another. Empathy is worth as much as strength, in my opinion. Now about Hadring. We need to find his killers and bring them to justice. Someone must have seen something during the race. The assassins fled after their cowardly attack, but every rat has a hole to hide in. You must find that hole.
I'll find the assassins.
I don't want you to just find the assassins. I want you to hunt them down like the rabid dogs they are and dispatch them with haste and extreme prejudice. Do we understand each other, champion?
I understand perfectly.
I'm taking the gauntlets off and granting you the authority to do whatever is necessary to deal with these assassins. I name you as Justice Carl of Windhelm. Dispense your authority as needed, and deal with this as quickly as you can.
Edwin told me where the assassin went before he died.
Well done. I'll mobilize the guard to prevent any more Stormfists from getting into the city. Go south and find the assassins. Bring me back something I can show to King Yoren to let him know we've taken care of this problem.
I could just use my waistline. More convenient. Instead of just going all the way. Yes, man. Anyway, yeah, you know what this is right here is. If anyone New Life Festival. If you never played this, yeah, that would be like an event during like December and whatnot. They call it the New Life Festival. Yeah. Usually appeals like deal, but yeah.
I would have enjoyed tangling with the orcs at Malak's Maw. They're strong fighters, almost as strong as Nords. The guards found more caches of weapons hidden around the city, but nothing else. I hope you had better luck.
I found a camp outside the city. You should see these.
King Yoren's exiled brother Fieldgore used to run the Stormfist Brigade. That's his symbol added to the Stormfist emblem. And these orders. Fieldgore has returned to Skyrim. King Yoren must be told. Hopefully it's not too late. Fieldgore is King Yoren's twin brother. When Queen Nirnhill fell in battle, the brothers joined forces to defeat the Akaviri, but then they fought over the throne. Yoren won the day and exiled his brother. Now Fieldgore has returned.
What does Fieldgore want?
What does any exile want? Needless to say, to announce his presence in this manner can't bode well for King Yoren. The final event has started in the Hall of Trials. I'll send guards to the camp. You need to go to the hall and help the king.
Protect King Yoren.
Hurry, to the Hall of Trials. You must protect King Yoren at all costs.
Screw it. No, never mind. Look, I'm going to continue wearing this one, but when I get down to Wifton, I'm just going to wear the Dragon Warrior. No, nah, I'm not sure. Because I kind of want to wear the Dragon Warrior. I don't know. Well, Skyrim. Oh, yeah. Why am I doing this? No, I'm not fighting. I did that, but nah, I just continue wearing this.
Your prowess is impressive, champion. Come up here
My
so
king,
that...
the Stormfist cheated. These Nords have been poisoned.
Your brother Filgor sends his greetings, false king. He wants you to know that he has returned from exile to claim what is his by birth and by right. Your rule is over, pretender. Prepare to die.
Poison, Filgor. What is the meaning of this? Guard! Seize that woman!
For Filgor! For the rightful king of Skyrim!
Oh, shut up. Get off my clamper. Wait.
Stormfist
Could you hear?
bastards did their worst. Yet I'm still alive. Thanks to you.
No, what? Yeah, like I said, no, what? Screw it. I don't care that it came out like later on. I'm just gonna put it on anyway. There we go.
This was a message from my brother. One I wasn't meant to survive. I feared this day would come.
Oh, yeah, what King Dorn?
A mere scratch. Nothing more. The Stormfist clan's assassins are dead, and that's good enough for me. I guess I've become too complacent, while Filgor's hatred has obviously deepened and festered.
Your brother hates you.
After dear Nirnhild fell in battle, my brother and I threw back the invaders. Afterward, we disagreed on who should succeed our sister. I believed in diplomacy and wisdom. Filgor believes in rule by force. I couldn't let him take the throne.
Why has Filgor returned?
When I won the throne, I was forced to exile Filgor. He never forgave me for that. So I assume he returned to take the throne. I wonder what he has promised his Stormfist and Orc allies. I need to think about this. Please tell Thane Mera that I'm fine.
And for this is actually more colder right here in the east, like I said earlier. Yeah, I might just go to the Dragon Warrior costume when I get into the Rift, because that makes more sense, because right now this is not. Yeah, this makes more sense. I know it's more colder up in the northern part right here, so yeah. I don't know, I was just trying to be more how accurate, you know, because you know even Argonian, some are while they can take the code, but yet that's also they don't like the code, so that's why I'm trying to take consideration of that. So yeah. So yeah, right now it just look like this. Then when I get to the Rift, when it's get a little bit more warmer up there, you can say, that's why I'm gonna change my to the other one, to the other elf, to the Dragon Warrior, because I just want to.
You're back. Tell me, is King Yoren well?
King Dorn sent me to tell you he's fine.
That's good to hear. You don't know how relieved I am by this news. You risked your life even though you had no duty to uphold or vow to keep. To me, that makes you the champion of the day. While you were aiding the king, a runner arrived from Fort Morvenskar. The fort is under attack. Fieldgore and the Stormfist clan are certainly behind the attack. It can't be mere coincidence. Windhelm must be protected, but we can't abandon the fort.
Vilgor is launching multiple attacks.
It makes sense strategically, but we weren't prepared for this. We weren't expecting to fight a war while the Pact leaders were in council. I need your help. Captain Hamar sent the runner. Report to him. Find out what's going on at the fort.
I found Captain Hamar.
You upheld my honor and the honor of Windhelm. This Ebonheart Pact is worth more than I hoped. May all your enemies fall before you.
Actually, like now, I way do prefer I have what is it? With a hammer. Actually, I need to. I have like 68 out of 100 master whites. So yeah, I haven't been one. Yeah, I haven't been doing the whites really, but yeah. But I'm getting there almost because I kind of want the. What is it? What is it? Yeah, I kind of want the Skyforge Smith hammer for my character. Anyway, enough about that. Of what I want and whatnot. Also, enough about my fashion sense that I want, you know, how I want my character to look like right now, but yeah, whatever. Oh wait, let me check something. Yeah, 4 out of 19 quests now done. Wait, is it also wait, I know I only had to do that, but yeah, I don't see no yellow yellow side quests, so I think I already done with all the yellow side quests. You know that isn't tied with the story. However, I think yeah. Now some am I thinking of either I'm thinking Hill or I'm thinking of I think of a Wift. Yeah. But Wift I did already got some of the axe shards of yours, you know. It's more axe. Yeah. But that for some reason they consider it as a side quest, so yeah. Enough about that.
It's about time Windhelm sent someone. What took you so long?
No, Stormcloak sent me.
Just you? I hope you're tougher than you look. Sorry, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but we're in trouble out here. The Stormfists came out of nowhere and forced us to retreat from the fort. We escaped, as did Lieutenant Koruni and a few of the soldiers. I don't know what the Stormfists want, but we haven't seen that clan around here for almost a decade.
What can I do to help?
Koruni sent word that she plans to sneak into the central barracks. If you could liberate the soldiers that were captured during the battle, you could assist the lieutenant when she tries to retake the barracks.
I'll free the captured soldiers and meet Koruni at the barracks.
Good luck freeing our soldiers. I'll stay here and wait for the detachment from Windhelm to arrive.
Off I go.
Finally! Hurry up and untie me. I want to get out there and crack some heads.
I have traitorous boards to kill. Will you help me?
I thought you'd never ask.
Okay.
Thank Kine. I thought the captain forgot about me.
Let me tell you, one advance with Lieutenant Coini at the barracks.
I'm on my way.
Wait a minute. Blind sign. Yeah, okay.
Have you come to kill me? Do your worst. I won't bow to field goal.
I'm going to set you if we get up and go to the barracks.
Thanks. I'll see you there.
They say there's a book. Where's a book? Sleep for the dead. Okay. Say sleep for the dead, so. Yeah. Oh, you went down fast.
Captain Hamar and Lieutenant Koruni finally sent someone to get me out of this. It's about time.
Let me get those ropes. You need to sleep to the barracks. Everyone's mustering deal.
Thanks. I'm on my way.
Okay. Oh, someone bought my axe. Oh, to the guild store. Or part of. Huh? Of, Huh, where is it? They'll join letter. I don't. I see the orc song, but I don't see the. Yeah. Don't know what to say about that. Yeah.
You rescued my soldiers. For that, you have my thanks.
Can't be too hit. What's next?
We are ready to take back the barracks. I need you to deal with the invaders' commander, the Nord called Halskar. Find his orders. We need to know what's going on. They should be someplace safe, not far from wherever you find the lout.
I do it, Huskar, and find his orders.
I had a feeling about you. Glad to see that I was right. Now follow us.
Okay. Oh well. I need to go back in. Got that. I'm done.
I need help.
Went so quick, I forgot the
Murnhild,
ghost.
Queen of the Nords. I come to you from Sovngarde with an urgent demand.
What do you need, Spirit?
The relics you took from that strongbox were stolen from the royal tombs beneath Fort Morvenskar.
What should I do with the relics?
Return the relics to their rightful places in the tombs below, of course. What else would you do with them? Accomplish this task, and I shall forever be in your debt.
I'll return relics to the tomb.
Meet me behind this building, at the entrance to the tombs. I shall wait for you there.
The barracks are clear. How did you fare against Halskar?
Halskar did. I found these orders in a lockbox along with these relics.
Let me look at those orders. I see. Those dogs came up through the crypts. That's how they surprised us. It says something here about their true prize being in the crypts below. I wonder what they could be after. These orders make it sound like the Stormfist wants something from inside the royal crypts. And they were actually signed by Fildgor Orkthane. That means the Skald King's traitorous brother has returned.
What can you tell me about the royal tombs?
Just what I know. Skyrim's royal family and their honored servants are interned below. Well, the dead ones anyway. The fort was built to protect the crypts. They are precious relics to be sure, but nothing to make these brigands risk so much.
These relics were in the box with Halskar's orders.
Well, there you have it. Thievery and desecration. Still, these orders seem to imply there's more to it than that. Perhaps you could go below, return these items, and make sure everything is all right. The entrance is behind this building.
Was heading in that direction anyway.
Go on. Check out the crypts. We'll handle things up here.
Did you see that woman I was talking to?
Woman? What woman? I saw you strike down Halskar, pull something from the lockbox, and then pause for a long moment. I thought you were catching your breath up there.
The ghost appeared when I took possession of these relics.
Well, they do say that the royal tombs are haunted. Soldiers tell stories of seeing and hearing strange things during night patrols. Still, if a spirit spoke to you, those relics must be special. Did the spirit happen to give you a name?
She claimed to be Queen Nurhide. That's his name.
Queen Nurnhild.
Nurnhild.
Our beloved queen was struck down in battle against the Akaveri 10 years ago. I listened carefully to whatever Queen Nurnhild said to you. You are truly blessed, my friend.
Okay.
I've been waiting for you to arrive.
What do you want me to do?
The relics you recovered are very important. When they were removed, it disturbed the Draugr below. Please return the relics to their proper resting places.
Sounds simple enough.
Yes, nothing simple about this matter. You must return the relics to the exact spot they were taken from. Inspect each chamber carefully, for there will be clues as to the proper placement. I can advise you, but I know little of these relics.
Are you really Queen Nurhide?
Who else would I be, mortal? Recent events have called me back from Sovngarde, but I am still my people's beloved queen. Now, don't you have some relics to put back in the tomb?
I'll do my best. Saves.
This chamber contains the remains of the honored cupbearers who served the rulers of Skyrim.
So we turn the old Nord cup to this chamber?
I believe so. The old Nord cup symbolizes and honors the servants who perform the thankless duty of providing for the needs of each generation's royal family.
Do you have any idea which altar it was taken from?
All I can tell you is that the cup holds the key. Examine it carefully and choose wisely.
Okay. This simple, unadorned cup is clearly of Nord design. Ornament.
That appears to be the correct altar. Very good. I will see you in the next chamber.
Hated the cold, he hated the heat. He wasn't even fond of days that were warm and sunny. He was a strange little Nord, but that was made Virgo was small a hero. One day late winter when the snow was falling hard and fast. When winter comes, the old men sigh, they know the day has come to die. We all must drink, pushed to the brink, our hopes then sink, gone in a blink.
This chamber contains the remains of advisors who served the throne. Trusted counselors, viziers, and shamans are buried here.
What can you tell me about this book?
The book contains a collection of ancient Nord proverbs. As you can see, a page has been torn out. But that was not the only book damaged when the Stormfists invaded this chamber. You need to find the correct page to restore that ancient book.
What page is Victoria?
Read the book, and any pages you find. Matching a torn page with the writing in the book should be simple enough for one of your experience and skills.
Dusty page. Dry page. Okay. Truths of the North. This large heavy tome contains flowery poetry. The snow fades and the river goes flat. The sun sits like a flower. There are other days he is. When frost returns and the rivers choke, the sun dips. It is time to plan and time to save. Awaiting his doom. I'm gonna say the dry page. The dry page is definitely that.
Excellent. Who knew you could read ancient Nord? One chamber remains. Mine. Bring my amulet and meet me there. This is wrong. Something is terribly, terribly wrong.
What's the matter?
My body. The crown of Freydis. They should both be here, but they are gone.
Did the Stormfist take your body?
No. Layers of magical protection engulfed the interred. Any Stormfist that tried to even touch my body would have been obliterated. Only those of royal blood could have... No.
What is it?
My brother. Has all honor deserted him? Why would he do such a thing? Fildgor. Go, quickly. Perhaps you can catch him before he gets away. You must retrieve my mortal remains and my crown.
one gets past you, Shakul. Cover my escape.
You're too weak. Fulgor has his prize.
He's in Cradle Clutch by now. Well, I killed him before he actually said it. I don't really need that, but when I get to Western Skywhelm, I need stuff to raise my characters' antiques. Let's just say that antiquities.
Lieutenant Karuni's plan worked perfectly, and she says she owes her success to you. Good job.
What happened uphill?
While you were in the tomb, Karuni launched a strike against the invaders from the barracks. A detachment of soldiers arrived from Windhelm just in time to help us take back the fort.
That's good news.
It is indeed, and thank you for your help, my friend. As long as we hold Fort Morvenskar, you are welcome here.
I no longer know my own brother's heart, but now I know yours. Even though Fildgor escaped with my crown and my mortal remains, you have performed a great service this day.
I'll find your body and your crown. Also, I still need to return your amulet to your tomb.
Keep the amulet. You earned it. And as long as you carry it, we will always be connected.
Okay.
You did great work today. Thank you.
I'm glad I could help.
With Fort Morvenskar back under our control, we should send word to the king. Let him know that the royal tombs are secure. Will you deliver a dispatch to Fort Amel?
The king has gone to Fort Amel.
Yes. Reinforcements from Windhelm brought the news. The king has gone to Fort Amel to meet with
Amel,
dignitaries.
yeah.
Take word of our victory to the fort. Speak to Thane Oda, Wolf's sister there.
I'll head to Fort Amel as soon as I can. Also, 6 out of 19 quests done now. Good. Good.
Now Cradle Crush is crawling with giants.
Your own king
Is that
declared
better?
us allies.
Really?
But still, you turn us away.
Don't put words in my mouth, Dark Elf. I said you could enter Fort Amel, but the inn is full, so you can't stay. Official business of the kingdom takes precedence after all.
This is ridiculous. And we've come such a long way. We'll find somewhere else to rest. Somewhere not filled with such hate.
Listen, if you're part of this group, I already explained this a dozen times. Feel free to enter Fort Amel, but the inn is full. There's no more room. And the Jarl's Keep is off limits too, of course.
Why there are so many people in Fort Amel? Wait, actually, before I talk to him, you need to go to Thane Oda first. Plants and Scar Hill too. Anyway.
Greetings, stranger. It looks like you have something for me.
I have a dispatch from. Wait, do I even have it in my quest? No, I can't even read it.
Greetings.
I have a dispatch from
It
Fort
looks like you have something.
Scar.
Then by all means, let me have it. Excellent. The fort is back under our control, thanks to you. You've made quite a name for yourself amongst our soldiers, friend. Lieutenant Karuni in particular seems suitably impressed with your efforts.
Okay, now. Okay, now I go back to where I was over uphill. Yeah. Where I was heading,
Listen, if you're part of this group, I
Why
already
are there so
explained
many
this a
people
dozen
in Fort
times.
Wall?
King Yoren and the Ebonheart Pact leaders are meeting here. Between the Nords, the Argonians, and the Dark Elf contingent, they filled up the inn. They even had to set up tents on the far side of town.
They must be meeting about something important.
That's not for me to say. I don't even want to guess. Commander Ian might have an idea, but you'd have to get it out of him. Whatever the king's business is, though, it must be urgent to call the various leaders of the pact together so suddenly.
Thanks for the information. Yeah, I probably should have picked the quest up first, then come over here. Oh well.
Where's that lazy skeever? I'm going to kill you. What do you want? Someone steal your gold pouch or something?
I'm wondering what's going on in town.
What's it matter to you? Have business with the king, do you? They stand in line with the rest of the peasants. Seems like every alley rat decided to show up and whine about something when they heard the king was coming. But he's not here for that.
Then what's he here for?
King shows up with his honor guard and all the pact officials, clearly up to something important. And you just expect me to tell you what that is? Did you always get milk when you whined for it as a baby? Be off! I need to find one of my guards.
Are you missing a guard?
You're going to stick your nose into this no matter what I say, aren't you? Fine. Thod decided to have a drink with the prince's entourage last night. Haven't seen him since. Probably passed out somewhere. But I can't be too careful right now.
If I find Thod for you, will you tell me what the king is meeting about?
I just want this all to be over. We're not used to dealing with so many different groups all in one place. All right. Find Thod and I might let some information slip. We'll leave it at that.
The tales of Nords and their mead drinking are legendary, but Yegi here? He's absolutely epic. He's been drinking for 2 days straight now. 2 days.
I heard one of the Fort Elmo guards was drinking here last night. Guard Thod.
You must mean that drunken idiot who tried to keep up with Yegi. He wasn't even in the same league. Whatever he was drinking was pretty foul, though. Smelled more like wet Kaguti than sweet mead. I think it might have been Argonian.
Do you know where he went?
He wandered toward the river, carrying a few bottles of that vile Argonian beverage. He's probably still down there. I'd wager he's either passed out or nursing a bad headache right about now.
Of course, you're gonna say about Argonian.
A gathering, a feast, a time to drink. Who am I kidding? It's always time to drink.
Wait, what's that? Oh, that's right. It is Argonian. So never mind, that is okay. Yeah, I remember it was like, yeah. Here we go. There he is.
Oh yes, Narayu. Whatever you say, Narayu.
Guard Pod, wake up.
I don't want to. Want to sleep. Perfectly good dream. Oh, Narayu. I love you, Narayu.
We move for sleeping guard's uniform.
Oh,
Okay.
If you're still looking for Thod, I wouldn't worry about it. He and the commander headed for the barracks. Thod's getting an earful, I'm sure. I apologize if we wasted your time.
I just left Thod. He was asleep by the river.
I'm sure it was one of the other guards. There are a lot of us, and we're known to relax with a bottle of mead or two when we're off duty. And never to excess. So really, I wouldn't worry about it.
I know who I found.
Listen, I saw them both just a moment ago, and unlike the commander, I slept last night. Now, it's not that I don't believe you found a drunk Nord by the river. It wouldn't be the first time. It's just that it can't be Thod. I can prove it.
What do you mean?
Both the commander and Thod headed towards the barracks on the west side of town. If you hurry, you should be able to catch up with them. Then you can go get a drink and relax. Seems like you could use it.
I think she's up to behind this happening here too. So yeah, if I recall.
I told you that we need to be patient. You're always in such a hurry. It's starting to get on my nerves.
You're enjoying that body too much, I think.
Hmm.
Why, I have a mind to... Can I help you with something? The Fort Amol guard barracks are off limits, so I hope you don't plan on trying to get inside.
I need to talk to Commander Yorn about one of his guards.
The commander is occupied by other matters at the moment. As one of the officials helping coordinate efforts at Fort Amol, perhaps I could be of service?
Who are you?
I am a noble and an advisor to the Jarl of Fort Amol. I have been charged with making sure that all of our esteemed guests are well cared for. I assume you are part of King Yoren's guard if you seek to speak with Commander Earn?
No, I'm trying to find guard Thod. He was with the commander.
Ah, yes, Thod. Of course, he was just here. As a matter of fact, you just missed him. You weren't the one looking for him earlier by chance. Eon mentioned someone looking into guard business. Not many folks care about Thod.
The commander and I had an arrangement.
Well, how about I help you instead? Eon has been on edge of late. Perhaps the king's presence makes him nervous. Or it's all these foreigners. Who knows? But he has been acting strange. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you.
Why are you telling me this?
You seem eager to help, so I'm giving you something to do. If I toss around false accusations or involve the king's guards, it might seem like Fort Amol can't deal with its own problems. Trail the commander. Determine if my fears are justified. Hide behind the rocks nearby and wait for Earn. You wouldn't want him to know you were following him now, would you?
Took you long enough, Commander.
I thought I was being followed. We have to be smart about all this.
Don't insult my intelligence. I know we only get one chance at this. Besides, word from the inside is that things are going well.
Good, good. I took care of things on my end. I stuffed all of the duplicates in Marla's house. As long as no one goes snooping around in there, we'll be fine.
Yeah, just walk right for me. Same like skin stealers again, but not really, or just Nords looking like, yeah. Because Hilva will Yorn and Marla Yeah, Marla and don't know who Dunmer is. Dunmers. Luckily, report and technology that contain the fulfilled gore. Yeah.
You just have to poke your nose into things that don't concern you, don't you? You can join the rest of the bodies in here.
Nope. You never stop for Gorge plans. Okay. Or I think she, I can't remember if she's actually helping me or.
I'm afraid you just missed Commander Eon. Again. He was in a hurry. He always seems to run when everyone else around here just saunters.
Eon is dead. The man you saw is an imposter.
Have you been drinking with Thane Yegi and the soldiers?
No, Eon's body is in Marla's house, along with Marla and, well, Marla and some others.
What? All of this in Marla's house? You have to understand how strange this sounds. You're telling me that the commander I was just speaking to is actually dead? And there are others? Including 2 dead Marlas?
Thudgore spies have infiltrated Fort Armel.
After that story, I think I might be the one who needs a drink. Well, thanks for the information. I'll make sure to look into these accusations as soon as I can. But you're not going to give up on this, are you?
No.
Listen, let's say I believe you. Let's say there are Stormfist agents impersonating people in Fort Armel. Even if all of this is true, we can't start a panic. The leaders of the Pact are here, for kind's sake.
So you just want me to let people die?
No, I didn't say that. I just don't want you running around crying murder, especially with the Pact delegations here. Think of how fragile our alliance already is. You should speak to Lord Velop. Tell him what you told me.
What will talking to Lord Velop accomplish?
He's the Jarl's advisor. He has his hand in everything that happens around here. Tell him what you told me. Leave nothing out. Velop's smart. If what you say is true, and by kind I hope it isn't, he'll know what to do, without causing a panic.
Where can I find Lord Velop?
You'll probably find Lord Velop in the inn. Like most Nords, he enjoys his mead. And I understand that nobles can get particularly thirsty when the king is in town.
You don't believe me, do you?
You have to look at this from my point of view. A stranger walks into town and makes outlandish claims about spies and imposters and murders. How do I know that you're not one of these Stormfist traitors trying to cause trouble?
Check Marla's house. That would confirm my story.
You certainly are insistent. I'll grant you that much. Look, I'll check the house as soon as I can. In the meantime, go talk to Lord Velop. Shaw's bones if there really are spies in Fort Armel. His lordship will know what to do.
Alessio sure gets around that you can see his name on the screen right now. Of course, I'm not going to do that DLC quest yet. I will be going to keep on saying that every time when I see his name, I'm not going to do it.
So, was the hunt successful? Did you find out what nefariousness our good Commander Eon is up to?
Treason and murder for a start.
What? No, I never imagined. I think you better tell me what happened, friend. And start at the beginning.
Stormfist spies variably place Yorn and kill people, including dark elves.
Lower your voice. This can't be. How could Fildgore's soldiers get into the fort without being noticed? Did you tell anyone else about this?
Only guard Loenor. She's going to look into it.
I'll need to have a word with Loenor. The implications for the Pact are horrifying. Dark elves and Nords.
I think Orhiz was part of it too.
Finger-pointing will escalate into violence as soon as word gets out. Especially with Prince Ernskar's temper.
How can I help?
Go to the Nord camp and speak with Thane Harvald. He's honorable and intelligent. I'm sure he'll want to keep this quiet. He also possesses common sense. If Anyone knows how we should approach this problem. It's Thane Harvald.
There it is. It's all over there.
The Nord don't need the help of the weakling Argonians and the cowardly Dark Elves. We can win this war on our own.
Your uncle Filgor has allied himself with the Stormfist clan and the Orcs, my prince. We need all the help we can get. You need to apologize to the delegates and get them back to the table before this rift grows any wider.
Let the pact shatter and fall for all I care. We need no one but ourselves. You grow old and weak, Harvold, like my father. This conversation is over.
The prince in his hot temper. He decided to hold his own meeting while the king and the pact ambassadors meet at the keep. He managed to insult both the Dark Elves and the Argonians with his posturing and boastfulness.
Orville sent me to discuss an urgent matter with you discreetly.
Talk freely. Thane Oda is as trustworthy as I. But understand that I have enough trouble as it is, and I don't need any more bad news. I have my hands full trying to figure out how to calm the prince and get the pact delegates back to the meeting.
Thudgor's spies have infiltrated Fort Oval and killed a handful of Nords and Dark Elves.
And that's not what I wanted to hear. The prince will have to be told about this, of course. And the Argonian and Dark Elf delegates. They need to be able to protect themselves.
Orville doesn't want the prince to know.
I can't keep secrets from my prince, no matter how hot-headed he may be. I'll make him understand the seriousness of the situation. But I doubt the Argonians and Dark Elves will listen. They were very angry when they marched back to their camps.
Maybe I can help.
Perhaps, if you say that King Yoren sent you, they might not forgive the prince and return immediately, but they might listen to you. They need to know that we value the pact and their companionship. Do whatever it takes to make them happy.
What did the prince do to anger the Argonians and Dark Elves?
What does he always do? He opened his mouth and let words fall out. He said many terrible things and drove them away. And all his father asked him to do was coordinate troop movements and battle plans while the Council of War was in session.
Actually, I'm going to just take my helmet off for a while. There we go.
Why hold a summit in such a frigid place? You want our respect? Come to Mournhold and dine like real nobles. Don't send us on a damn camping trip.
King Yoren wants... Stupid cockroach. Anyway, King Yoren wants you to return to the prince's meet.
I have no issues with King Yoren, but his son is an imbecile. He believes that the Nords are superior to all. And he had the audacity to insult Our Lady Amalexia. Let's see how well the Nords do against the Stormfists without our help.
There must be something I can do to convince you.
Let me think. No, nothing comes to mind. The Dunmer are finished helping those who show no respect or gratitude. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm trying to stay warm. Feel free to talk to my servant Naru if you need something more.
Naru.
Oh, whatever may I assist you with? Perhaps you need your pillow fluffed, or maybe you need me to cut up your food for you. Wait, I know you. From Deshawn. Don't say a word. No one must know who or what I am.
Why you dressed like a servant? I thought you were an agent with a... She just... Why am I... Everything... She just said that and after my characters went blab.
Shh. No one needs to know that. Veron gave me my first solo contract. It's a special one. The target's around here somewhere, but I haven't pinpointed where just yet, so I'm in disguise. Not my first choice of garb, but it works.
Can you help me? I'm trying to convince Guild to work with a prince.
Guild is an idiot, and the prince is, well, he's a royal idiot. Bringing those two together might hurt more than help with any problems you have here. But since you asked so nicely, I can help. Might even get me closer to my goal.
What can you do?
I can be rather convincing when I need to be, especially in this attire. The Jarl keeps some of his best wine locked away in the barracks. Snag a couple of bottles for me. Just be careful in there. The guards don't like visitors.
Any tips on getting in there, you know, as advice for a friend?
Well, I hate to hide such good looks. You're going to need a disguise, a guard uniform. I saw one of those idiots splashing around in the river not too long ago. If he's still there, you might be able to borrow his armor.
Any tips once I'm in there, you know, as advice?
For a friend, anything.
This is almost like the same line, but anyway.
Hates cats. Earlier I saw a cat run into the building. The guard chased it for an hour. Bring a cat with you. Might prove useful. I saw a bunch of them following the Argonians around. Try over there.
Do I still have that, there we go.
Not another cat. I hate cats. They make me itch. What in King's name was that?
Good. And this should be done with Dunmer. After I deliver it.
Do you know what that sweat had me fetch while you were gone? Food from the other tent, as if walking 10 feet would kill him. I got the food, though. Added a special berry, too. His stomach would appreciate it.
Here's the one you wanted.
I knew I could count on you. Reliability is an admirable trait. This will taste good. Probably make taking orders from that barking dog over there a bit more tolerable. And it should be enough to get the job done.
What job?
To get Gelds nice and comfortable. Then I'll convince him that what he just drank was poisoned. Lucky for him, I have the antidote. Of course, he'll do whatever I want to get it. And that should be very entertaining.
That's how you're going to convince him to return to the meeting?
Of course. How did you think I was going to convince him? Now, do me a favor and stay alert out there. I've seen enough shadows and sheepish grins to know that something isn't right in Fort Armel. But that's why I'm here now, isn't it?
Now with Argonians. Oh.
I think I figured out why cats like us so much. It's because we are so beautiful and we smell good.
So he's wearing a dark elf helmet. Or it probably because they smell the fish. Anyway, King Yorn needs you to return to Prince Erzgar's meeting.
Excuse me, but who are you? And why is King Yoren requesting any help from us? The prince made it very clear that he thinks very little of my eggkin and I. Why we even bothered coming here is beyond me.
There must be some way I can convince you to return to the prince.
The prince cares nothing for us. He refused to send any help to my kin in Darkwater Crossing. The trolls wander the town now, and only the Hiss knows what happened to my people. I offer the same thing to you as the prince offered to me. Nothing.
This is for King Yorn, not Prince Erzgar.
King Yorn is a good man, strong and wise. I hear he hates cats. He gave shelter to my people when they fled from the Stormfists and their orc allies. But that doesn't change the current situation, and Prince Ernskar is still a Gwarlicker.
I'll help. I'll help you. I'll help your people if you agree to return to Prince Erzgar's meeting.
It's too late to help Darkwater, but not to reclaim our honor. A deal then. If you remove the head of the large troll we call Death in Winter and bring it to me, I will consider returning to Ernskar's meeting for the king.
Okay. Across the river. Okay, for some reason I'm getting lagged now for some reason. Yeah. Why does it have a cat? I still have a cat in my inventory. Yeah, I let it free. Yeah, it's in my inventory. Yeah. And I'm back.
What's that smell? It's awful.
It's the head of Death in Winter.
My people came to Fort Ammel from the west, but the town wasn't big enough to absorb them. They settled at Darkwater Crossing. Then the trolls came. You have done what that arrogant prince would not do. Thank you.
With Death in Winter gone, maybe the survivors can take back the town?
Perhaps. That is for them to decide, but at least they have that choice. Like King Yoren, you demonstrate honor. I will return to the prince's meeting and hear what he has to say. You have earned that much.
I was sad to hear about the troubles in Silent Mire. Pirates, kidnapping. Is no place safe anymore?
I heard that you've been hard at work. A powerful troll for the Argonians? Really? That's quite remarkable.
I convinced the Dark Elves and Argonians to return to a prince's meeting.
And I spoke to Prince Ernskar. He agrees that he might have been a little arrogant. Especially when I told him what you discovered. Maybe now we can all get back to the business at hand, instead of just throwing insults at each other. With the Pact working together again, we should be able to sniff out Fildgor's spies easily enough. Now my only concern is for the king. He's surrounded himself with our strongest warriors, but the element of surprise gives Fildgor an advantage.
You believe the king's in danger?
After what you said the Stormfists have already accomplished, how can we trust anyone on the other side of the keep's gate? I know King Yoren requested privacy for this meeting with the ambassadors. But I can't just assume everything is alright.
So you're going to send more soldiers up to the keep?
Actually, Lord Verlop suggested that you two take care of it. I need to keep the prince in line, and we don't want to tip our hand to the Stormfists. Besides, I know you can handle yourself. Get in there and secure the king.
Let's go check on things.
The gates have been sealed since we arrived, but Lord Verlop should be able to open them. King Yoren was adamant that no one disturb the meeting. I imagine that whatever they are discussing in there, Fieldgore is definitely at the heart of it.
Still send more troops to protect the king.
King Yoren is guarded by a squad of soldiers he selected personally. I'm sure everything is fine. Still, we can't be too careful. But I don't want to embarrass the king needlessly. You and Lord Verlop can handle this. I have faith in you.
We should head up to the gates to the keep. It won't hurt to check in on the king, though I doubt anyone without a key could get past those gates.
And, but it could always be the imposter. Yeah. Exactly, just one deal.
That's strange. Where are the guards? Oh, that's right. They're dead.
Yeah, I was like...
Just like you're about to be. You know, you were a real pain in my side. I sent you after Iarn and Marla, but somehow you survived. Then I sent you to sabotage the prince. But instead, you brought the pact together. Well, if you want something done, you just have to do it yourself.
Move or call out and
Oh
lose
yeah,
your tongue.
I forgot.
Simple,
Wait,
right?
don't kill me. I can help you. Yoren's still alive. You need me.
No one likes a liar, Nord. No one. Let's talk, hero. Why did I ever let Veron convince me to come to Eastmarch? Told you something bad was gonna happen. I didn't want you to walk into this trap alone, so I followed you. Good thing, too.
I was about to kill the guy, but whatever. You know what's going on here.
I've been tracking a Breton illusionist by the name of Dalin for a while now.
Oh yeah,
He's
illusion.
created quite a stir by assassinating a few nobles in Mournhold recently. I discovered that he took a contract with Fieldgore and tracked him to this region.
Do you know where he is now?
Not exactly, but I'd wager he's inside the keep. I'm not sure what we'll find in there, but you'll need to be quick. Dalin's already a step ahead of us. The man bought Verlop with a promise of gold. Who knows who else he's got on his side.
Are you coming in with me?
I need to make sure our Alliance friends are playing nice with each other. Then I'll meet up with you. After I get out of this damn dress and into some proper clothing. How do women wear stuff like this all the time?
Looks good on you.
Well, thanks. Maybe I could get used to wearing such finery when things aren't so dangerous. What am I saying? Get your ass in there and save King Yoren!
Got the key, so that's good. Okay, our poor town. Okay. Now she's in her actual uniform.
Are you an idiot? We're surrounded by the enemy.
The big bad Stormfists are outside. Maybe we should go upstairs so I can protect you, all proper-like.
People really frustrate me sometimes. Maybe we should go upstairs so I can protect you. Who even says that? He could have complimented my eyes, or my... Never mind. He's one of Darlin's thugs. No sign of the king, though. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
How do you get here?
Windows are wonderful things, my darling. No one ever remembers to lock them. I'm sure you've crawled into or out of more than a few windows over the course of your adventures.
Where can I find King Orn?
I found 2 doors in here, but they're both locked tight. I'm sure the king is behind one of those doors. We just need to figure out how to open them.
I'll take a look around.
I don't think you'll just find a key lying around. But you never know. I'll check down here. Take a look upstairs and see if you can find anything.
Fight room, light from his eyes, gaze of the door and sword, one of no longer. The stonework of the ancient stamp one, yeah. Note to, now I'll find my note to King Orn. For some reason, it was all the way back at that other fort. For some reason. Yeah. Or going into Willich. Safe room key.
So you have finally come to the aid of the king. Thank you for all your hard work here in Fort Armor. I can't say that Verlof was as useful as I hoped, but he served his purpose, right? I mean, just look at me. Stunning, am I not? A Breton leading the Nords. Who would have thought of it?
Where's the real King Yorn?
For all intent and purposes, I am the real king now. Any who would challenge that are being dealt with. But I wanted to congratulate you. So many lives lost because of you. I'm envious. That poor guard Floanor. Greedy Lord Verlof, the mind reels.
Guard Horanor, yeah, I think actually she's injured, but I think she's still alive, but just to go along. You killed Guard Horanor?
Verlof did say that he would take care of her, didn't he? My poor Verlof was many things, but a liar wasn't one of them. Then there's that pretty little dark elf outside. The feisty one. She'll be a fun one to kill. And of course, King Euron.
What about King Yorn?
He's enjoying a gift from Fildgor. The king that saved his people from the Akaviri, killed by his own brother. Yet, no one will ever know. No, they will find the body of poor Dalin the Briton, defeated by their heroic king. Oh, that would be me.
You think you can take King Yorn's place?
Well, yes. That's the entire point of why we're here. Now I must apologize. I have matters to attend to. You'll find that my guards now control the manor. You can try to stop us, but I doubt you'll have very much luck.
Darlin said you were coming after us. Let's see how you handle two of the best warriors of the Stormfist Brigade.
Well done. Too little too late. The false king is dead. Once you join him, Fildgor will rule this land.
I can't believe the Stormfists had the audacity to disrupt this proceeding and attack the Nord King. Their actions are so undignified.
King Yoren's breathing is shallow. The poison Dahlin used, it's tainted. Daedric, I'm not sure what it's doing to this poor man, but I don't think he will survive.
What happened, Azrael?
The illusionist fooled us all. His magic allowed the Stormfist to look like people we trusted. Something in the wine we shared, we think. One of them took the form of the king's servant. He poisoned the king's dinner.
How did you get in here?
Fighting broke out as soon as King Yoren fell ill. We dragged him away from the meeting and locked ourselves in here. When the Stormfist broke in, I thought we were finished. If that woman hadn't shown up, we'd probably be dead right now.
My character gonna say what woman. My character soon knows what woman, but whatever. What woman.
She never identified herself. When the Stormfist broke in, she just appeared out of nowhere and put 2 daggers in their backs. Then she told us help was coming, and she ran off. She wore a helmet, but I'm pretty sure she was a dark elf.
Stay here, I'll get help for the king.
We should be fine, and we're not helpless. We can protect the king. But please hurry just the same. I don't know how long he can resist the poison.
I figured you'd be up here. Another contract completed by, well, you again. I wonder if the tongue is testing me or something. Still, a success is a success, right? I hope I didn't scare the ambassadors too badly.
So it was you who saved the ambassadors.
When you entered the safe room, I heard the ambassadors trying to be quiet upstairs. Next thing I know, Stormfist thugs are waving their axes around and attacking the manor. I was about to leave the same way I entered.
But you decided to be a hero.
Well, I couldn't let you have all the fun. Seriously, you have to understand. My organization used to be respected. Now we're hunted for what we were, what we represented. That has to change.
You told him you were getting help.
I was talking about you, but I also figured more backup wouldn't hurt. Ernskar and his guards are downstairs. They rushed over as soon as the fighting started. But King Yoren, he didn't look so good. He's not going to make it, is he?
I don't know, it's Daedric poison.
Fildgor plays dirty. I wish I could help more, but I've already overstepped the limits of my contract. I need to get back to Mournhold. A new matter involving a rival group has become an issue. These people still need your help, hero.
An rival group has become. I didn't see where from to the Dark Brotherhood, but yeah, that's the only thing I think a lot of people predicted that too in the past, but yeah, anyway. If you ever need me.
Always the hero, aren't you? I'm kidding. I'll find you again when I need your help. In fact, I'd like that. Now go. Save King Yoren. He needs you more than I do at the moment.
Where is my father? What did our so-called allies do to him? I'll kill every single Argonian and Dark Elf myself if my father's been harmed.
What are you gonna say about Argonian?
Where is my father?
And
what did our so-called allies do to him? I'll kill every single Argonian and Dark Elf myself if my father's been harmed.
It wasn't the Argonians or the Dark Elves. It was Fildgor Fane.
Fildgor might have driven the blade, but the Dark Elves and Argonians did nothing to protect my father. Now where is he? Tell me!
He's upstairs. A Dark Elf and an Argonian are protecting him.
Guards, go to the king at once. As for you, what's your involvement in all this? Why are you here?
Fildgor's agents tried to kill me too.
Then we are allies, for now. I must go to my father. I don't care how we do it, but his life must be saved. My father can't die. Fildgor will not win this war. Not this way. I forbid it.
There must be something we can do for the king.
Where is my father? What did our so-called allies do?
Yeah. 9 out of 19. Okay. Almost done.
The Stormfists have been dealt with, and the duplicates rounded up. But whatever poison attacks the king grows worse with each passing hour. We can't help him without more information.
But our Argonian ambassador said that poison was dangerous.
Now our enemies stoop so low as to ally themselves with Daedra. The poison will kill the king before we can get him to the healers in Windhelm. And no one here can cure a poison like this. We need to ask the Turnian monks for help.
Turnian monks?
An old cult worship totem gods. Call them monks or witches as you will, but they wield strong healing magic. Their rituals are complex, and those who seek their help must bring their own ritual components.
What do I need to do?
The poison weakens the king. We need a substance to bolster his life force. The Turnian monks also require a focus, an object or even a person. Something or someone that possesses a rare power can serve this function.
How do you know so much about our Turnian monks?
I am connected to the spirits of this world. Specifically, I have a bond with the spirit of the wolf. This bond has existed my entire life, even when I was a small child. When the spirits called to me, I left my home to seek them out.
What did you find?
I found the Turnian monks. A cult, some would call them, but they heard the spirits just as I did. They took me in, trained me to listen to the call of the wild, to hone my skills, to be one with nature.
Why didn't you stay with them?
I was young, and I missed my family. My responsibility to my bloodline finally called me back to Windhelm. I left the people I grew to love in the middle of the night, and never looked back. Now we must go to them to save our king.
What can bolster the king's life force?
The blood of a vampire gives strength and vitality, even to those on death's door. Whatever runs through their veins serves to enhance their life force. The tiniest amount should suffice to get the king through the ritual.
You want to put vampire blood in the king? Won't that turn him?
His body is shutting down. This blood will work as a countering agent to the poison. It won't be enough to turn him, I don't think. Besides, we don't have many options available to us, do we?
I can give a vampire
The
blood.
hot springs to the north. Rumors suggest the place is haunted by the undead. Witchestada, they call it. Let's hope the rumors are true. Of course, you'll also need to get one of them to give you its blood.
What can we use as a focus?
The Argonians joked about one of their own during the feast. They called him the Dreamwalker. He watches over the dreams of the people of Darkwater Crossing. Yes, the same place where the trolls now run rampant.
How do we know he survived?
The spirits assure me that this Dreamwalker still lives. He is essential to saving King Nuren. Where he hides, that I don't know. Search Darkwater Crossing for some clue as to where the Argonians have gone.
I know where he is. Yeah. Our port. I don't know why that was still saying our port town. Yeah. Yeah, I could go south or oop. I think I meant to wherever. Yeah, let me just go to the Dreamwalker. I'm already going in here during a side quest. So yeah.
Time grows short. What to do? What to do?
Too much to do.
Stormy.
Pain.
There must be
makes
something
victim
you can do.
delirious. She falls in and out of consciousness. The troll bite is inflamed, and it begins to ooze. Too much to do and too little time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
A stranger offers aid. You dare to put your own life in danger for the benefit of others? That sounds too good to be true.
I just want to help.
Well, I would be foolish to turn down help, wherever it comes from. I need certain materials to perform the ritual. Can you gather them for me?
What do you need?
I need you to catch torch bugs. I need 5 pairs of wings. No more, no less. I also need the satchel for my home. The intact building. The one with a sturdy lock. The key should be in an urn near the house. I tossed it in there when I ran by.
Let us help you heal her.
It will help me find my way through her dreams. I enter the dream stride and cure people from within. I've always had this gift. I try to use it for good, but things don't always work out the way you hope. I try not to think about those times.
I need your help.
Can't you see I'm busy? Many people to care for, including one who slowly slips away. I don't
I know he does it.
With strangers until my own people are safe and secure.
Anyway. I'm only arguing that we're in Nord style armor. Oh well. Found the key. I'll be fighting those two later on again because, yeah.
It has to be in here somewhere. It has to be. Who are you? What are you doing in here? Everyone was supposed to be gone.
What are you doing, Hill?
Just gathering my belongings. I had to leave so suddenly I missed a couple of necessities. Now get out of my house, won't you? I don't want you here.
Is it this Dormai's house?
Figures you'd be working with the lizards. They always lure outsiders to their cause with false promises and sob stories. Those Argonians are killers. If you're working with them, you're no better than they are.
I'm Argo. My character is Argonian, so what are you talking about?
What am I talking about? That Dreamwalker! He uses dark magic he doesn't understand. How many innocents have to die because of his recklessness?
He's trying to save an injured Argonian.
That's just what he wants you to believe. And you're stupid enough to listen to his lies. It's a shame a troll didn't rip your heart out. It's what you and those killers deserve. Now get out of my way. I have what I came for.
Well, I have to deal with that guy too. Okay, torch bug. Another torch bug. My hurricane skill, I have to reach for those crabs. Yeah.
Take care of this nuisance. He's trying to help you.
Okay, he's trying to help the lizards, but if I was a female character, my character is female, would that line would be different? Probably.
You held those who let the innocent die? You're no better than they are. No! You can't beat me! How dare you help the Argonians? The filthy lizards. They killed my wife. She put her faith in the Dreamwalker. Put her life in his hands.
What do you mean?
My wife was ill. This Dreamwalker, he promised he could cure her by entering her dreams. She swore off practical medicines, said there were other ways. There were lies. I held her hand as her life slipped away. He killed her.
But Dreamwalker did? Is that why you're here?
I came here to make them suffer. All of them. To make them feel the pain as I did. I put blood around the village. Lured the trolls here. I watched them destroy the place, and now it seems I hold the life of another in my hands.
What life do you speak of?
However, the Dreamwalker is trying to save. He sent you for his reagents, didn't he? That's why you were in the house. That's why I was there too. To make sure he never stepped into another dream again. Let me go, and I'll tell you where to find them.
You tried burning your life out there.
I tried to destroy this monster after what he did to my wife. But it's out of my hands now. Let me go, and I'll tell you where I hid the reagents. Kill me, and you'll never find them.
I'll let you go after you tell me where my
I put the reagents into a vase and threw it into the ruined building I ran by. Take them and get back to your Dreamwalker. Just know it won't work. She's dead. Regardless of what you do, just like my wife.
That was a bad idea. Well, it was that close by then we had to go on my horse.
Did you bring the items I requested?
Yeah, I also went into a Redguard wizard.
No time to talk about that now. I know exactly who you met, but please, I must try to save this one's life first. The present now, then we can discuss the past. Sister of Wind will recover. Breathing normal, body healing. Her dreams were tainted by the injuries. Always happy when I help another. Always remember the ones I couldn't save.
Like the Redguard's wife.
One of many. Beautiful woman. Dark hair, pretty eyes, like the sea. Osmala came to me and begged for my help. I knew her chances weren't good, but I decided to try to save her anyway.
Osmala lured for Tozil.
Luckily, none of my people were lost. But poor Osmala. He acted out of grief, out of love for the woman he lost. I forgive him.
What would your people do now?
They are safe. Trolls still roam the area, but they will get bored and wander off when the food runs out. Hopefully, they won't look in this cave. We are in your debt. My skills are yours, should you ever need them. If you ever need assistance, you need only to ask. I owe you the largest of favors, as do my people.
I need your help.
Of course. A favor was promised, and a favor you shall receive. What do you ask of me?
King Yorn has been poisoned. I need your help.
Poison? Poison is more dangerous than physical wounds. Some of these vile substances cause dreams to collapse. No matter. A promise is a promise. Where is the king?
With Turnian monks.
The Turnian monks? I have heard many things about them. Many interesting abilities are attributed to these monks. Now I'm eager to visit the Turnians. I'll meet you there.
Now on to the vampire blood.
Please, you have to help me. Please help me. I pushed her down, and now she's gone. It was the only way I could get away from those horrible monsters.
Tell me what happened.
We were on our way back to Windhelm. We decided to take a shortcut, and those monsters surrounded us. I've never seen anything like them before.
What monsters?
They were everywhere, all around us. There were so many of them. By the three. Look out!
Yeah, barrel. Sometimes you're saying about look out, this NPC when a barrel come out of nowhere. What will? I figure. Oh yeah, when I did forgot to do one thing. I forgot to turn off so in combat for the mini map. Usually when I have it, when it's the mini map is off, I usually use that as an indication that something is following me, and I forgot to do that anyway. Anyway.
I need to go. I need to get out of here. Those things are everywhere. Please, my friend may still be alive. If you see her, you need to save her.
When did you last see your friend?
We were near the center of the hot springs when we were attacked. I pushed Imhe down. It was the only thing I could do to get away. I wasn't thinking. I never meant to hurt her. Please, find Imhe. I need to go.
Alright. So yeah, basically, I like to live.
Stay away from me, you monster.
Damn it, woman. You need to come with me now. The sun hurts me more than you know. We need to get inside. Scales here is about to have a really bad day if she doesn't come with me right now. That bite, it's spreading faster than she realizes.
What do you mean spreading?
These creatures are the twisted offspring of a vampire, and their bite is just as dangerous. Once bitten, the curse seeps into your body. It gets into your blood until the fever takes you. Then the craving comes over you. The craving for blood.
Can the curse be cured?
There may be a way. I need to get her back to my manor, though. If she stays out here too long, the sun will find her. Then she'll experience a pain like she has never felt before. Right now, she just needs to shut up and listen to me.
Why is she so afraid of you?
I'm just like the creatures that attacked her, except my mind is my own, and I'm a little more sensitive to sunlight. Now, before you do something we'll both regret, hear me out. If I'm going to save Scales, I'm going to need your help.
I'm listening.
I need blood fiend dust. You can get it from the creatures that bit her. Then maybe we can reverse the effects and save Scales here. I'll keep her safe in the meantime.
You're infected with...
If you can get that dust, bring it to my manor.
Infected with vampirism?
The cursed blood of my family does indeed run through my veins. I'm not ashamed of it. What I am ashamed of is what my people do with this power.
I think you're helping.
I believe that I can trust you. If you help me with something, I'll do whatever you ask, as long as it doesn't involve hurting anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Time to go, Scales. We need to make sure you don't turn into one of these creatures.
What are you doing? No, don't let him take me.
Too bad. Yep. Good. Just need 2 more now. And, well, that's 3 of them, but that's... Okay, there we go. Good. And then I felt like I could have just went past all them, but yeah. Oh well, I went that way. That's whatever.
Big man said you'd be showing up soon. He's upstairs with the lizard girl. I'm tired of being stuck in here all day long. Such a shame. When we walk in the beautiful sunlight, we burst into flames. Though I suppose it does make taking a stroll more exciting.
You're rather polite for a member.
Just because I'm not attempting to rip you open and feast on your blood doesn't mean that I'm not thinking about it. It's our nature to lust for the life within you. Luckily for you, Valeric has taught us to control our hunger. Valeric saved us. He has his reasons, I guess. He even infiltrated a Dominion military camp to save Jaruk. The Khajiit was dying, and Valeric turned him.
And what about you?
I was different once. A servant, given to the Nords as a gift when this alliance was formed. Eventually, though, my masters grew tired of me, and I was thrown out into the cold.
How did you survive?
I didn't. The cold overtook me. The next thing I remember, Valeric was watching over me. He gave me his gift to save me. It's kind of funny. On the day I died, my life truly began.
Yeah, I think she's, by how she is, I think she's a Bossmer. I may be wrong, but... Parents have been taking their lessons at the heart. Father Evil grows more Val. Does he truly think to channel the Skull King? Can I allow that to happen? Yeah.
Let me out of here, please. This isn't right. You're killing me. You gave me to these creatures, and they're going to use me as food. Why would you do such a thing?
Have they harmed you?
Of course not. Who harms their dinner before they feast? I'm sure they're going to be very good to me. At least until supper time.
Scales tried to escape, so we locked her up. Nothing to worry about. Just want to make sure everyone stays safe. It won't be long before she gets that crazed look in her eyes, though.
Do we need to lock her up?
You saw those things out there. They're mindless monsters, as ugly as they are evil, and only interested in killing and feasting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really want Scales out there attacking people? No? That's why I put her in a cage.
Well, it does cure her.
There's a chance, but it's just that, a chance. There's no guarantee she'll survive the process. I've seen it kill as often as it cures. It's a risk, but the alternative is far, far worse.
If you're lying to me, I'll hunt you and your clan down.
I swear by the blood of my clan and my clanmates, I only want to help her. She's safe here.
Yeah, well, basically everything is.
For as long as she remains with us. And if the cure fails, I'll teach her to control her urges.
Oh wait, try to cure her.
You've made the right decision. I promise I'll do everything in my power to help her. We'll watch over her. If she doesn't improve, we'll make sure she doesn't succumb to the bloodlust.
Don't make me regret my decision.
Believe me, you won't regret this. Poor Scales burns with the blood fever. She'll be trying to eat every face she sees soon enough. Who would wish that fate upon her? Well, I suppose my father would, but you'll learn more about him shortly. I promise we'll look after Scales. We'll make sure that she's safe and that she doesn't hurt anyone. Now, I need your help. You saw for yourself. Vampire abominations prowl the springs. Those are my father's toys, sick creations of his evil mind.
What's your father trying to accomplish?
We've all been infected, cursed, plagued. Call it what you will. We're vampires. But we don't have to succumb to the curse's savage nature. My father thinks otherwise.
How so?
He believes we should embrace the bloodlust, the power, taking those who can't oppose us and making them our own. As civil war rages through Eastmarch, he feels the time is right to strike. He wants to grow an army of undead before anyone notices.
And you want to stop him?
My father must be stopped at all costs. He's already targeted the Winterland Hunters. He's about to turn them into his puppets. Jaruk downstairs can tell you how to save them. That's our first step.
Why can't you help the hunters like you did in me?
This world is a deadly place when the sun glows bright in the sky. It's just too dangerous outside. Even the wounds I recently suffered require time and a great deal of blood to overcome. Imagine the cost of trying to deal with all those hunters.
Then why haven't you approached the hunters during the night?
I must say you are a strange one. Others would have drawn weapons the moment they saw what I was. Anyway, I could attempt to scare them away, but they're hunters. I don't suspect they scare very easily.
How do we deal with your father?
We turn my father into dust, and end his tyranny once and for all. The hunters are merely a distraction. If we deny him their blood, he'll grow curious, perhaps even vulnerable. He'll want to know who interfered with his plans.
Okay.
Let me out of here, please. This isn't right. You're... Of course not.
Yeah, she's gonna say the same thing right now, so yeah, hang on.
I hope Valeric didn't convince you to join our cause. Our battles never end well. True, his father's a bastard, but he's a strong bastard. Valeric can't beat him, and those who help us usually die. But enough depressing talk. How can Jaruk help you?
Well, my character is a werewolf, so you know. You tried this before?
Ah, yes, many times. Each time, things have gone horribly wrong.
It usually ends up very messy. Lots of blood. But don't worry about it. Everything will be different this time.
Well, like mentioned, you had a plan to save the hunters.
Yes, Jaruk always has a plan. The Blood Fiends hunt by scent. They have the hunter's scent and await the command to strike. If we mask the scent, the Blood Fiends will lose interest and wander off. The hunters will be saved.
What do I need to do?
Take this liquid. It is a gift from Jaruk's close friends, Cello and Harp. Don't ask what it is. You don't want to know. Splash it on the hunters. Make them smell like something the Blood Fiends won't want to eat.
The hunters won't mind getting splashed with this.
Oh, they'll hate it. They'll probably try to kill you. It's best if you rough them up a bit first. Show them who's stronger. Then splash it in their faces. As long as they end up very smelly, the hunters should be safe.
Majorn, my master, would like to speak with you. You've made contact with Majorn's son, Valeric. He's a troubled young man, ashamed of his heritage. Majorn simply wishes to end the conflict with his son. For this reason, my lord requests to meet with you.
Why me?
Oh, it's not just you. Others have tried to help Valeric. They either see how futile their task is, or they fail. My master wants to explain this to you. You don't have to make any decisions right now. Just hear him out.
I joined created for Blood Fiends. I won't meet with him.
You deny an invitation from my lord? You are foolish, just like the ones before you. Majorn shall know of this. You have made a terrible mistake this day.
Yeah, whatever.
Get this off me!
Unholy stink! It's horrible!
Piss? Who throws cat piss on people?
God, that smells awful.
Piss? Who throws cat piss on people?
Okay, that's enough of that. Look who's out of a cage.
I'm going through so many changes right now, feeling so many sensations. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Is that urine I smell? I must write this in my journal so I never forget this moment.
Valeric's plan might actually work this time. I don't remember ever saying that before. Can't get too excited, though. There are 100 ways this could still go horribly wrong.
Yeah, that's for... Let me see. I might click. Huh, it usually shows with cat names, but it's not showing with cat names. Oh well.
You saved the lives of the hunters.
Actually, let me talk to him first.
This one's special concoction has changed the scent of the hunters. The blood fiends will never find them now. Sometimes I surprise even myself.
You saved the lives of the hunters. You ruined their clothes, but you saved their lives. My father will be upset when his slaves fail to locate new prey. He'll become curious. Then we'll catch him off guard.
How do we do that?
My father won't risk going outside. It's too dangerous. The sun is deadly to his ancient form. No, he'll send his thrall Tunis to see what went wrong. We need to catch my father before he returns to the crypts and locks the doors behind him.
And then what?
Rala will sneak into my father's manor and wait for Tunis to return. She'll deal with him. I need you to enter the crypts. Rala may be a vampire, but she's still young. She wouldn't stand a chance against an ancient.
Maybe you shouldn't send Rala.
Rala is quick. She can blend with the shadows. Slitting a thrall's throat is well within her capabilities. But someone more powerful than her needs to confront my father.
Well, I have to deal with some enemy anyway. There we go. At 11 out of 19. Tunis dead now.
Please leave me alone. I don't want to talk about what happened here.
What happened?
I couldn't resist the urge. I had to feed. Valeric keeps us locked away. He doesn't let us feed. Not naturally. Not like this. I need blood to survive. Why deny me this pleasure?
This isn't what Valeric taught you.
I don't care what Valeric taught us. This is who we are. This is what we are. If we ever hope to defeat the Ancients, we must embrace the power as they do. We can't keep feeding on skeevers and hope to grow strong. We must feast.
If I thought it was a vampire, if I had different dialogue, and if we did with Raven Watch, but I think that wouldn't deal with it, wouldn't help the case either. But yeah, I think yeah, right now, persuade. This isn't you, Ella. You have to control yourself.
It's been so long. You just don't understand. How could you? I need this to live. Valeric starves us. We mostly feed on animals, finding criminals when we can. There's a reason we're not as strong as the Ancients. We must grow stronger.
Okay, but more, I think, wait, how she talk? I think she's a Dunmer. But anyway, yeah. Not this way. You're better than this. You can control it.
No, You're right. What am I doing? I've fallen just as the Ancients wanted us to. Here, this is the key to the crypts. Tunis had it. Go in there and end this, please.
Good. Ending the crypts. There we go. Good. Good. There we go. Good. And they're more of an agent.
Feast upon your sweet, sweet blood.
Werewolf versus vampire. Blah. Oh.
Enough of this. Now you shall die.
Yeah. Just because you become like a gargoyle. Yeah. Ooh, scary. Yeah, whatever. Oh, now right back. Good. I might have to make that part 2 of this.
Valeric says the cure isn't working. I'm changing, becoming one of them. He offered me a place in his family so he could teach me how to control my urges.
Yeah, her eye's not vampire yet.
He's gone.
With Majorn destroyed, perhaps he will finally have some peace. Valeric believes we need to leave this place and find a better home for our kind. Jaruk hopes that such a place really exists.
I was a fool for losing control like that. I can't thank you enough for helping me through that. I don't know what I would have done if the bloodlusts had taken me.
Okay, when she said that, give me Brother's Blessing. Reduce damage taken by 5% for 30 minutes. Anyway.
He's gone. I can feel it. His presence faded when you struck him down. We don't need to fear his tyranny any longer.
If I ever had a lot of followers, why you worry about them?
You killed Mayon, not me. Don't take this the wrong way. We're grateful for what you have done, but you did it. You destroyed a tyrant who could have built a formidable force, one strong enough to challenge the Skald King. Now, that won't happen.
What will you do now?
We will go somewhere safe. A place where we won't be a danger to others. My friends still have much to learn. I can't risk others until I know they can control their temptations. No one will fall victim to our people again. We can't thank you enough. My father was evil. He abused the gifts we've been given. With him gone, we have a chance to live peacefully. Well, as peacefully as our kind can.
I need your help.
You've done a great thing, ridding this world of my father. Speak. Tell me your desire, and I shall make it so.
And I vow of your blood to save King Owen.
My blood? Do you intend to turn the Skald King into one of us? Why would you help us stop my father, just to create another vampire?
I don't want to turn him into a vampire. I just need to bolster his life force.
You have earned my trust, friend. Therefore, I must believe you speak the truth. Take it. Save the king. But don't make me regret giving this to you.
Valeric says the cure isn't working.
Okay, let me see if I walk out I'm gonna walk back in. Yeah, she still look the same. Okay. 12 out of 19. Yeah, like I said, I should be ending this after I get down to south part where I need to go to. I'm just gonna end this video. Yeah, I mentioned like other times, yeah, there are side quests, but I always complete those side quests, so yeah. Anyway. Okay. And here's the part where I'll just end the video now. I still have like 12 out of 19 zone story quests, but I can do that another time. Also, when I get over hill, I'll be completing my last. Look, I'll be getting the last lore book over the hill, so yeah. Anyway, I'm going to end the video now. I'll record long enough. Anyway, this has been Clyde. Thanks for watching, goodbye, and happy gaming.